David Fuji Vargas is saying that it was reported that Fort Bliss was doing some sort of training. That sounded more like the jar did. Heirloom. Yeah. I need more of that.
Oh, could it be? Is it everyone's favorite day of the week? It is a Taco Tuesday here on the 10 Point Mike Tip and Fox Sports 1380. Got my guy, Andrew J. Polk here.
Yes, sir.
You can follow him on Twitter at Andrew J. Polk, coming off a fresh, right out the oven. Talk El Paso on 690, KTSM AM 690. Talking all kinds of stuff. If you have the opportunity, not right now, but after this show, go watch Andrew's live stream. Where can they find that at, Andrew?
Facebook.com/Talk El Paso. We're live streaming it as long as Facebook lets us, which it doesn't always, but as much as we can, we have it over there so that you can leave your comments, interject in the stream. We had a lively discussion going on over there. I wasn't even able to get to all the comments going on, but also something new that we're doing. Hopefully we'll get it to this show before too long, but people can call us even after the show and leave us a message. Pound 250, keyword Talk El Paso.
Could you imagine the type of messages I would get on Pound 250? Like if you could just have a relentless stream of hate towards me, I'm sure I out of all of us here, I would generate that.
And a fair bit of Augustine, sure.
Yes, Augustine saying Taco Tuesday, favorite day, LOL.
Absolutely.
If there's anyone out there that hates a Taco Tuesday, one, they're a communist.
Absolutely.
I would take it a step further. They're a terrorist.
They're the worst person ever.
Yeah. Like it would be people that hate Taco Tuesday and then Hitler way down there. Like as far as the pantheon of worst people ever.
60 feet of S and then them.
And then, yes. But it is a Taco Tuesday here on the 10 Point. My Tip to Fox Sports 1380. Monday Night Football was yesterday, and it was literally everything I told y'all it would be. It was a garbage game between garbage teams. The Bears are somehow 5-2. They should not be. The Rams are somehow like a pretty decent team as well. But, there's no sexy in this.
It was an insult to dumpster fires, Tip.
24-3 should have been the final score. The Bears getting the garbage time touchdown makes it 24-10.
Yeah, just slipping it in right under the wire there.
Chris Babcock saying pound 250. That's me after a Taco Tuesday.
Absolutely.
That's every single one of us after a Taco Tuesday.
Will be, yep.
I want to apologize to everyone out there yesterday. For whatever reason, nothing has changed on my end. Whenever I share the watch party, nothing has changed. However, all I'm allowed to watch right now is just strictly like the originating feed. So I'm only able to watch the Fox Sports 1380 feed. I will try my best, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll get it
to join you and read your comments there. Yesterday I wasn't able to do them because I didn't know. And once again, it's just the randomness of all the stuff that happens around this show and technology, how you have two men in their 30s and yet somehow our collective age is what we are.
Hey, this is what happens when you use non-open source systems that do whatever the hell they want all the time, which is Facebook.
Actually, it looks like I might have it right now somewhat, a little bit. We'll see how it goes.
Knock on wood.
Chicago is overrated, and let's go Dodgers.
Yeah, we got that coming up tonight, too.
Hey, baseball. We are going to talk a little bit about baseball going forward as well. Augustine, once again, unrelentlessly hating and railing on Taco
Tuesday. Really
does,
yeah.
Once again, becoming the worst person since Mussolini and Hitler had a baby. Saying, I hate Taco Tuesday in the States because awful tacos in the USA. He's that guy. Nice.
Yeah, you happy to be that guy, Augustine?
Nah, it feels like it is. And then Augustine saying he needed a field goal to win his fantasy football game, and it got blocked. What the hell? Your boy is 6-1. Once again, the only league I care about, which is my ESPN fantasy league, where I'm going up against people that I used to work with at ESPN's corporate headquarters. If I could win this year, Andrew, I will have won 2 out of the last 3 years.
Very nice.
Yeah, last year somehow, I won the first year, lost last year. I was the worst team, so I went from either being the best to the worst, and right now I'm at the best again. Like you talk about peaks and valleys
Yep.
in my fantasy football that's going on right over here as well. Rudy Salcido coming off the top road while Augustine saying he must have never had fish tacos. Game changer. I will say that. Loop Shack down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely great. Our friends also, I think it was Crawdaddies over here off of Cincinnati as well. We ate some of their tacos earlier this year during the pandemic while we were, fishing for content.
Yeah.
Which is also a weird thing that this show fishes. Yeah, right. Like I fish for content. Optimus Prime saying that I need to stop being a hater. Ruben Benzor saying, good luck, Tip. I won back-to-back using auto draft. LOL. I've never used auto draft. I should.
Apparently.
But what I do is I stockpile quarterbacks because you're going to have issues like what the Dallas Cowboys have or what the Chicago Bears have. And people are going to lose faith in a lot of their quarterbacks. So guess who's got, the Drew Breeses and Aaron Rodgers on his bench? Well, this guy does, along with my starting quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. That's trade bait. It's a smart move. People dump on me all the time about it because they're like, oh, you got so many quarterbacks. Yeah. And look at me at 6-1.
And you want them, don't you?
Oh, yeah. No, I have pulled out some monster trades with some of these quarterbacks, too. It is a thing of beauty. Our friend Blanca saying, am I the only one that hears a strong echo on mic? Is mic echoing? So it must be the door that I have opened over here. I apologize. I'm excited about all of the stuff that I'm doing. Blanca, we're about to shut the door. So if you can, in 1, 2, 3. Am I still echoing? Because I feel like I'm not going to be echoing right now because the door is shut. As Andrew hits his microphone with his headphones.
That happens.
And she did say it stopped.
Oh, there we go.
I hate this. Normally I'm not that loud. I'm not an overly loud individual. I'm just super excited to be on this show.
As we should be.
Yes. Danny Molina saying fishing for content. Tip is more like that GIF with the guy on the speedboat and the fish jumping in. That's what it feels like sometimes, man. It's like
you don't have to do too much.
I'll sit there sometimes and I'll have my head in my hands and I'll be thinking to myself what can I do? It's early on during the pandemic, man. That's where I proved to, because I've said it all the time. This show ain't always sports, and that's where I proved it to Walter and some of the other people that we worked with. Just let me rail on whatever and we can make it fun. How many shows did we have eating stuff? My God.
Not enough.
I was about to say, no, I want to try to push at least 450 by the time this year is over. So I've got 5 more pounds to go.
There you go.
So I need to find more food to get there. Mark coming at you saying, get it together, Andrew.
Hey, it's not my fault that we got this loud A-persons over here.
I was about to say, it is my fault. I am normally not that loud. I apologize sincerely to everybody out there, but I'm just super excited because Monday Night Football, bro. I mean, my God, 24-10. It should have been 24-3, but 24-10. It was a godsend. Dan Ornelas came at me yesterday with both the teams are good. With what you saw yesterday.
Are they really?
Once again, the Chicago Bears are the worst 5-2 team in the history of 5-2 teams ever. They're so bad. They don't deserve to be there.
Yeah, the fact that they got that record now is wait, what happened? Did the other teams show up?
And then going to some of the stuff that's out there, surrounding all of the stuff that they have with the Chicago Bears, benching Mitch Trubisky a couple of weeks ago in favor of Nick Foles and Matt Nagy. People saying that he needs to give up the play calling duties. Matt Nagy saying he's not going to give it up, and he's not going back to Trubisky. He's sticking with Nick Foles to try to get Chicago out of this. He benched Trubisky with a 3-1 record. Well, I don't know how you do that with a 3-1 quarterback. It's insane, man.
I mean, this whole season has been crazy. The injuries alone would have made this a season that would be talked about for forever. And everything else that's been combined in it now, too, is there's going to be a lot of analysis in future years. The 30 for 30 content out of this year alone is going to be insane.
Mark asking the greatest question of all time. Do you remember whenever we used to drink on this show?
Yeah, used to.
I mean, we wouldn't do that. I mean, what was Friday? Blanca also asking a loaded question here. And I think we've done this earlier, but it's been a while and there have been places that have opened up. And I'm going to ask that question now to everyone out there. You see it on the screen right now from our friend Blanca 007.
Ooh, yeah. That's a loaded question.
Who's got the best tacos in town? We'll answer that in a little bit. We'll let people marinate on that. Who's got the best tacos in town? Pinky saying tacos of what? Like literally any tacos. Just any taco you want out there. Who has the best in town? Rudy Salcido saying soupy tacos at Mama's on Lee Trevino. That's over in my neck of the woods. I might swing here sometime.
Yeah, you got to report back on that one.
And now Blanca saying she's going to have to go try it. So, hey, I'm about this. Like I am really, really good with it. Jamie saying marinate. Really? Yeah, we got to marinate on this, man. Like this cannot be a conversation. Like if we are ranking the best tacos in the city of El Paso, where I will argue have the best tacos in this damn country.
Absolutely.
I've been some places. I can say that we've all been some places.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that. Like definitively El Paso has the best tacos in this entire damn country. Come at me, Laredo.
Someone's arguing with me, Chicago, saying like, "Oh, my Mexican food's made by real Mexicans." Bro, do you know where I'm from?
My Mexican food's made by real Mexicans, bro. We get mistaken for Mexico. That's where we are. Oh, I love when people say that stuff. Like, come on, come the hell on. But before I get madder than what I am right now at that comment, I love Chicago too. But
I know. No hand on Chicago, but that was some ignorant. That was some ignorance.
Mark saying Cabo Joe's. So maybe we'll do that. Chris Babcock saying Taco Charlie's here in the high desert. The Mandalorian of Horizon City has declared it, so maybe it is.
He's also declared it the Taco Tuesday hour or the Taco Tuesday tour.
Hey, I'm with it. The Taco Tuesday tour, like let's do that at Charlie's. Like this is what I want to do going forward. And I'm going to say this just straight into the camera here because I'm going to give this clip to our salespeople. I want to have a sponsored Taco Tuesday by a different taco shop from the city of El Paso every Tuesday going forward, so we can actually end this debate of who has the best tacos in El Paso. And then we can, of course, send our listeners out there, and we will be able to get it all together, and it'll be a beautiful thing. Augustine is saying Taco Tote and Tacos Don Cuco. I do like Taco Tote, even though they closed the one down here.
Yeah, the original. But again, there's some rumors swirling that it's going to be a higher-end one that they'll open in a new undisclosed location.
Mark also saying, even though he did nominate Cabo Joe's, it's Cabo Joe's after having about 5 or 6 pints.
That's the way tacos are the best no matter where you are.
D. Wu saying Su Casa Restaurant on Yandel. I don't know if I've been there or not, but hey, we'll see about that. Dan Ornell saying still Tacos Chinapas. So, I mean, hey, we might – I'm not saying there's going to be a lot of this.
Yeah. There needs to be a lot of this.
I will be looking like my good buddy Brandon the Iceman Cone by the time this is all said and done, but I will do it. I will sacrifice my own health and well-being for the city of El Paso. Surprised by this, that no one has done this because I would have come off the top rope with them. Nobody has said Chico's Tacos yet, and that makes me happy. I love Chico's Tacos, don't get me wrong, but a flauta is not a rolled taco.
I mean, that is true. It's different, and also I think the 5-6 pint rule applies here as well.
D-Woo, I have nothing but love for you. I'm going to say this before we get to the break here, a very much needed break. Good luck with your pipe dream. I know too many AEs who'd say that's too much work.
Don't tread on my dreams, bro.
I was about to say, like the one dream that I have, here I am trying to dream up this dream, like unattainable dreams of maybe my show can get sold too. More sports coming up next. And we found the thing that's going to get me fired. Do you want to come in here so that you can talk?
I mean, they can hear me on the stream.
See, now I can hear you.
I have no idea. You must have the volume up on your phone then.
See, but now I can't. Like, I think that's just too loud. Like, I don't know where you're coming from, where you're, like, low. But, like, I can barely hear you. See, because you just said I.
I said I don't know.
Is it this?
It's got to be coming from whatever your streaming is, yeah. Because it's coming through my phone. Riveting in between the break show content here, folks.
See, it is coming through it is coming through here. Like my laptop.
Yeah. And that's how we eliminate the echo.
Okay, so now I can hear you. I guess all I have to do to hear you during the breaks is just, go through, like, unplug out of my phone, out of my actual feed into my laptop, and I can hear you during breaks.
If it works, it works.
I like that. Augustine and Chris saying that we are both loud and clear. Blanca continuing the conversation saying, back then, the taco trucks at Graham Central Station was a shizzle. Yes, she's an OG. I agree with her. Okay, first off, the taco trucks at Graham Central Station at the OP, because yes, I will go to the OP. And like whenever they had like 1914 and Vanilla over there, where like that area is kind of where the stadium is at. Bro, them taco trucks slap late at night. Nothing gets you sobered up, or I guess it doesn't even get you sobered up. It just quenches your hunger, like them taco trucks outside a bar.
Solves different problems, causes other ones.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all about that right there. King of Troy saying brick and mortar. I got to check out brick and mortar. King of Troy also said I didn't get into this. He's actually writing down notes right now.
Very nice.
Hey, dude, I'm about it. Like, I think we should do that. Like, we should just have like maybe an event, like post-COVID, of course, an event where like we all get together, we hang out like at a bar or something like that, and we watch UTEP just get destroyed
over some bomb-ass tacos. Yep.
No, I'm about it. And I'm about to like see, like I'm glad about this. Like UTEP didn't get to hear this because I'm going to talk nicely about UTEP in a little bit, but they would have just focused on me saying them get destroyed. I'm looking over here at some of the comments. Like there's a lot of comments going on right now. I am all about it. Augustine saying the oldest dance. Like Augustine wanted to get Blanca's number, and then he's going to come out here and ask. And I'm not even going to like pretend like he didn't ask this. I'm going to put this up right here. What is OG?
Yeah, that's a little good luck, bud.
Yeah. What's an OG? A nerd. It is a Taco Tuesday here on the Tipping Point. My Tipping Fox Sports 1380. I apologize to everyone out there. I'm blowing your ears out.
In a good way.
In a good way, yes. There's a lot of bass, but it's all good. Mark Saldana saying to our guy, Augustine Pimentel, who asked the silliest question of all time.
He really did.
What is OG? My goodness, bro. Mark coming out saying, simply, she's too young for you, bro. Like, if you don't know what OG, like, how old do you have to be to not know OG?
I mean, OG is almost OG at this point.
I was about to say, like there's OGs that know what OGs are because they became OGs off of OGs that were generational OGs before them. Like this is not a new thing, man.
And no, we're never going to explain what OGs are at this point.
Blanca saying, if Mike isn't the coolest, he cracks me up. And then Mark coming off the top rope saying, he's also handsome. I would prefer dreamy. But, hey, it is what it is. And then saying, so is Andrew.
Oh, thanks, Mark.
Our guy, Marky Mix, we got nothing but love for him. You can check out his song, Plectrum, off the Wolf Rage label. Go download it, slap a bootlegger, do all that stuff. I've already slapped 2 bootleggers, Mark. I got you. We've been talking about a lot of stuff. I haven't gotten to what I wanted to talk about, so let's go ahead and do it. Let's get in the opening tap in the second segment. I got detracted by tacos.
We super did, but I'm thankful for it.
Every single one of us would get distracted by the tacos. Blanca agrees with Mark on the handsomes. Oh, day made. I was just hoping that like maybe Augustine or someone would agree that we were handsome as well. But Blanca making our day. Mark saying even Rivera knows what an OG is. Wow. Off the top rope against Rivera. Augustine now, you know he went to the Urban Dictionary saying there is original gangsters, but those are old.
Yeah, we're saying you're older than that, man. That's the point.
Hit him with the loser horn. My God, Augustine, I got nothing but love for you, my dude, but like I'm glad you know what Urban Dictionary is. The Googles is working good for you. You have instantaneously become the oldest person on this show, and that's hard to do whenever we have Andrew J. Polk here, who no more than 30 minutes ago quoted Lyndon B. Johnson for saying manure and the story that he has with that.
And I've been actually corrected. It was actually Truman, which is
it was Truman,
which is worse.
Oh, okay, yeah. Once again,
it's old.
Yeah, whenever you get towards the end of World War II.
Yeah, with our super timely references on the Talk El Paso program, talking about FDR and Truman.
Chris Babcock reminding everybody that the opening tip is delayed due to COVID-19. It was sanitized for your protection.
Sprays into the microphone.
I'll just drizzle some of this Allure chemicals on it. That right there's a plug. Like I should get paid for that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sales staff, get it done. I know you're not listening because some of you don't even know what time this show is. Going on, the opening tip right here, Fox Sports 1380. You want to be a part of the show? You can comment on all the different streams that we have going on right now as well. We are talking about tacos, like what is the best taco place in El Paso? I am going to go through, like I very rarely do this, but I will go through all the comments. I'm going to write a list, and we will begin our taco tour, as Chris Babcock said, Tips Taco Tour.
Yeah, the Tour de Tacos or something like that.
Yes.
And we got some bracketology plans coming up here.
Oh yeah.
And we got some fire about an organization already. Dan Ornella saying rule of tacos: if it's a Tex-Mex taco, then it automatically goes to the bottom of the list. Ooh, just drawing the battle lines already.
Our friend Jennifer Gonzalez, it's her birthday today. I know she's not tuned in, but here's your happy birthday. There you go.
Happy birthday.
She got lit up on TikTok for saying that like breakfast tacos are not tacos, they're burritos.
That's
and all of South Texas just came at her.
That's a minefield walking. That's like clicking a minesweeper and you get the 8 coming up. You're just surrounded at that point.
And we're back at it, Andrew being the oldest person on the show with the sweet Minesweeper reference.
It's still in
Windows 95 reference. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it so much. My God, man. I want to talk about UTEP. UTEP did a great thing. I would like to say that we kind of bullied them into this decision because I told them yesterday that I would make fun of them relentlessly if they didn't do this.
And they do not want this fire.
No, they don't. They don't want the smoke. They definitely don't want the fire. I'll give them that much. Smart move, UTEP. UTEP is not going to be allowing fans with the UNT game coming up. I am good with that. I think that's a great decision by UTEP. Once again, we spoke about the gate and all that stuff, how that doesn't necessarily matter in a season like this, especially whenever you're only going to have like 6,000 fans anyway, which for UTEP would be a banner year.
It would be.
But the bigger question comes up because you got to think about this whenever you're looking at UTEP and the stuff that they've got going on, is that UTEP is actually doing halfway decent. Like this isn't a terrible UTEP football team. UTEP is 3-3 right now. They're 0-2 in conference. I will say that, but they have more wins, like more overall wins than 9 of their conference opponents.
Okay.
They're going to be playing UNT this upcoming week. Currently, UNT is 1-3 with a negative 25-point differential. They got FIU right now, who is winless on the season with a negative 13-point differential. UTSA and UAB are going to be 2 of the hardest games remaining right now for UTEP. UAB at 4-2, UTSA at 4-3. UAB, though, a plus 52-point differential.
Oh.
They are beating the hell out of people.
Again, did the other teams remember to show up?
And then, of course, Rice. And Rice is Rice. Rice had like 3 games postponed, and they are 0-1 right now. And you can't really talk about a point differential on an 0-1 team. It doesn't it doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, you're just talking about the score of the last game at that point.
Our guy Rudy Saucedo saying that he does have our FSU is less than UTEP shirt going. It's got to be UTEP is greater than FSU.
There you go. Yeah,
like that shirt needs to be made. Maybe Augustine taking the crown back for old people because I don't know who this is, saying that Andrew is the Tony Nelson of the show. Who the hell is Tony Nelson?
Oh, I assumed you know.
So neither one of us know who Tony Nelson is. Augustine, if you can, please let us know who the hell Tony Nelson is, or somebody else out there who might know who the hell Tony Nelson is. Chris Babcock saying, now make the game available outside of the CBS Sports Network. Come on, KVIA. Hey, I'm fine with it being on ESPN Plus. Like I like it being on ESPN Plus. I have a subscription that I got for free. And then Mark going on to say that the comeback starts now for UTEP. I can't even say the comeback. Like I think what happens here, UTEP is leaps and bounds ahead of where a lot of us would have had them projected for this season. Yes, they got 3 wins against 3 teams they should have beat. What happens next for UTEP, though, is going to be the biggest step for them, and that's getting a couple of wins in conference. Because even 1 win in conference will do this team wonders whenever it comes to, mentally thinking that they can hang in these games.
Yeah.
UTEP right now has won 1 conference game in 3 years plus. So it's 3 years of full conference games, and then the 2 that they've lost so far. That 1 game being whenever they broke the chains against Rice.
Sick reference, bro.
Yes. It's what I do best. Big shout out to my friends over at LNF Distributing. Our guy, Augustine Pimentel, saying, Tony Nelson, Major Nelson, I dream of Jeannie. Come on.
Okay, you're really dating yourself beyond me there, guy. I mean, I've seen that show, but I cannot quote you the name of any character besides Jeannie.
Our guy, Joseph Garber, asking via text, who the F is Tony Nelson? No, I'm glad that we've got to clear this up. Please, for the love of God, Andrew, when was I Dream of Jeannie a relevant show? Because I want to say that was late 60s, right?
I mean, it was black and white. I can tell you that much when it started. So
I think that was Bewitched. Bewitched was in black and white. I think I Dream of Jeannie was a little bit later, coming around the Gilligan's Island era. But the only reason why I know that little bit, that little snippet of it, is because both of my dad is 90 this year.
65 to 70.
So yeah, there's a real possibility it was black and white.
And it was black and white for that first season, and then went color.
Blanca coming off the top rope. Augustine is ancient, not an OG. Off the top rope. I love it. Mark Salanya going with a reference every single one of us knows. Willie Nelson.
Heck yeah.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Oh,
that's one of my favorite songs by Toby Keith. My God. You want to get me happy. And then Augustine saying, okay, 1965. That was 19 years before I was born.
Yeah, that was a long time before I was born.
Yeah,
more than 2 decades.
Yeah, whenever you're reaching that time frame there of that length before people were born, my dude, congratulations. You have won the Harry Von Sertum Award for the oldest person listening to the show. I am surprised that a man of your age can navigate through social media. I want to give a shout out to our friend Pat Vallejo, who's tuning in right now as well on the various Facebook live streams that we have going on for the tipping point of my Tipton Fox Sports 1380.
It gets a little hectic, yeah.
But I wanted to ask this though. You could have asked any one of us what our predictions for UTEP would have been, and I did say in jest that I thought that they would go undefeated and win a national championship. I did say, however, I thought this team could win anywhere from about 3 to maybe 5 games. Most people out there would say 1, none, 2 at the most, even with the new revamped schedule that UTEP has come out with. Them being right now at a 3-win season, they've got to be leaps and bounds ahead of where people would have had them, given the last 3 years that we've seen.
I mean, whether in for a banner season or for just real disappointing rest of the season if they stay here. But I mean, if they get one more win, like you said, they're setting some records.
And that would be the best thing. And I want it for selfish reasons because I would love to say that 2020 has 1% of all UTEP's wins of all time. There was nothing more that I would love than to put that out there, just for the normal people. Also to let you know, UTEP, if you look at their record overall, 399 wins. If you look at the 1935 record from where the sports writers became the ones the Associated Press determined national championships, they won 329 games or 327 games. So they've got 72 wins or 62 wins prior to that time frame. That comes out to an average per season of 3.4.
So we're average.
We're almost average. We've got to get over average. We all know how important it is to be above average. More sports coming up. You saw that one coming. Mark saying that Augustine eats at Luby's.
I mean, to be fair, you've eaten at Luby's.
Yes, I have eaten at Luby's. I was conned into eating at Luby's thrice.
Didn't you? You come back multiple times. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, Tip.
Okay, no. So the first time I went was because Hawk and our friend Hawk Scott, and Mike Rivera, and I think you went too.
I did not.
You didn't? Well, I was bullied into this because I said, how old do you have to be to go eat at Luby's? Then the next time that I went was because they had just reopened and Hawk really wanted to go to Luby's. Like, I think you're noticing a trend here. And then the last time that I went was because we were all under the assumption that they were going to close because Luby's closed.
Yeah.
So that's why I had to go eat at Luby's. As I was saying my goodbye, I even dressed up like I dressed up in a suit because it was like my funeral for Luby's. And then we found out that they're not closing. So guess who looked like a jackass? Thanks, Hawk. And then Hawk chiming in via text right now saying that I've eaten at Luby's multiple times. I ate there whenever I was a kid. Like once again, my mother died. My mother died when she was 84 years old. I was 29. They adopted me whenever she was 55 years old. So as a kid, guess who got drug around to go eat at Luby's? That bland food. And I guess it's coming back and getting me right now because I actually thought it tasted somewhat decent the last time I went. Is that what happens? I'm starting to get old, man.
That's how it starts. Then you're going to build a deck, and then it's just over. Blanca saying, did he say he was concerned and bullied into eating at Luby's? Yes, I was. I was conned and bullied into eating at Luby's. You guys haven't seen Hawk. Hawk's a big dude, man. He could beat the hell out of me. What are you talking about? I haven't seen Hawk. He's right here.
Yeah, but like Hawk in real life, like not Hawktimus Prime. Like that Hawktimus Prime will beat all of us up.
Absolutely.
Mark asking where the hell is Rivera? That's a sore subject. You might want to text him about that. Augustine laughing about Luby's, and then Mark laughing about Grandy's. We were actually given Grandy's a couple of days ago by one of our AEs, Lupe. Oh, she falls in that demo.
Oh no, does she? That's the first time I've ever had Grandy's, so that's my out on that one.
Hawk saying that I know I liked Luby's. When are we going to go again? I'm telling you, you see how it happens. You see how it happens, man. I will say this though. He is. He's a pusher. He's a pusher, Katie. Sick Mean Girls reference, right? Grandy's is good though. Like I love the chicken fried steak at Grandy's. Again, my parents were old as hell. Guess where your boy got to go eat it a lot at? We coming back?
And I love Augustine being an old show stan right now. Okay.
Another song you want me to talk over. It is the tipping point of my tip in Fox Sports 1380. Not a big fan of Rob Thomas, but this song with Santana is a banger, man. This is a banger. Like, I don't know how you expect me to talk over this. Augustine saying that he's COVID-free and he can go to Luby's. You can go all you want, my friend. I am not going to Luby's, not anytime soon. I want to give a shout out to our friend Sarge Preston, who just tuned in right now, as we are talking about Luby's on the tipping point with my tipping on Fox Sports 1380. We went from talking about like delicious tacos to talking about Luby's.
Do they have tacos? I wonder what their tacos are like.
Oh God,
going to a dark place here, are we?
I can't imagine what that is. Like I said, the Luann platter. Yes, my guy Hawktimus Prime got me into the Luann platter. It is tasty. I'm not gonna say it's the greatest thing I've ever eaten. The dude sandwich over at Dairy Queen is the best thing he's ever said for me to eat, and it is. Like it by far is the best thing on the Dairy Queen menu outside of the Royal New York Cheesecake Blizzard. I like how you got the qualification. The best thing he's ever told me to, and also I like how you instinctively grab for the hand sanitizer as you were talking about Luby's there, just like I need to cleanse myself. No, what made me get the hand sanitizer was Augustine saying COVID.
Oh, there you go.
Like I feel like everything around me is crawling in COVID. Those of you that don't know, like I am a weird dude. I have no problem admitting that. I am a very, very weird guy. I have very weird OCDs, and I am a germaphobe. Like, I am 100% that guy. You all have no idea how hard it is for me to leave my home at times with all the stuff going around here. I feel the loobies crawling upon me, or not loobies.
That too. Again, it's Freudian at this point, Ted.
It is. I associate one with the other. One tried to kill the other, and it survived. But yeah, I feel the COVID crawling upon me right now. Augustine Pimentel saying Miles Kennedy is an incredible vocalist.
Where is that coming from?
Who's Miles Kennedy? Like, what is he singing?
Okay, maybe this was part of maybe it was just the reference to Rob Thomas. I don't know. Maybe it's related to I Dream of Jeannie again, because he's still being a stand for that.
Yeah, we found Augustine's number one, I Dream of Jeannie. Apparently somebody came into manhood, went through puberty with I Dream of Jeannie, and we know what makes him happy now.
Apparently.
That's Britney Spears for your boy. Optimus Prime saying, "Oh, we're going to Luby's soon." I didn't realize I had signed up for this.
There's gonna be like a truck outside your house. You're gonna get dragged out of your bed, thrown into a windowless van, and you'll just be at Luby's.
Blanca, I'm telling you, she asked during the break, like, how do you get conned and bullied into going to Luby's? That's how. Hawk's a bigger dude than me. Like, he's just gonna show up. He's gonna grab me like with a vaudevillian cane and get me out of this suit, and we're gonna wind up at Luby's. Like, it's gonna be that way. And then there she goes. She says, "There you go, going conning and bullying you again." Like that's what it is, man.
Peer pressure.
Have you seen like that commercial that like where they play it like making fun of things because it was like one of those old '90s commercials about like don't do drugs?
Yeah.
That's like the old guy with the spray paint can. He's like, "Hey there, kiddo, want to go tag?" Like that. That's what I feel like the crowd at Luby's that bullies you. That's what they look like.
No, I'm going to go to church. I'm not going to go to Luby's. Why are you guys being mean?
Who would have known that in 1950s, the Luby's would have been considered the devil's food? Oh, but this Rob Thomas song, Smooth with Santana, this is dude. It still slaps. It's great. Like that. That's one of those songs that gets you in an instant good mood.
Absolutely.
There was an R. Kelly song that did that for me, Step in the Name of Love, but I cannot listen to it anymore because of its association with R. Kelly. And I want to ask, like, when do we separate the music from the artist?
I mean, there's a conversation to be had there, but I feel like he can't be still actively doing the bad things.
I mean, is he still in jail? Like, I don't know if he's in jail.
I mean, I just remember that interview he did where I'm fighting for my life. So he's got active court cases that I'm fully aware of.
Augustine saying, I Dream of Jeannie, MASH, Saint Elsewhere were incredible shows. I did remember watching MASH on like midday TV. Like
reruns, absolutely.
Yeah, but like every time I did, I fell asleep.
not your thing, huh?
No, it was the same thing with me and Alice in Wonderland. I think I mentioned this to you. Like, I cannot watch Alice in Wonderland without falling asleep. I even tried it with LSD, and I fell asleep. Weird how that happened.
But to say that's a different combination going on there.
Augustine saying the last comedy was A Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother. Those were great. Those were great comedies. Like, I like both of them. How I Met Your Mother, I binged it. I actually just finished watching shit. I don't know. Can I say it? The name of the show?
Oh, Creek. Yes.
Yes, but like it
S
almost came out.
Creek.
Did you hear where that came? Like
you said the letter, but you did not say the name yet. S is Creek. You probably we'll stay away from that for radio use. We'll mention it during the break here.
It's not spelled the same though.
I do this. It sounds the same though. That's what the FCC cares about.
Okay, S Creek with Eugene Levy, great show. Like, have you seen it?
I saw most of the first episode. Someone introduced me to it. I haven't watched it anymore yet.
Blanca saying, damn, Augustine done been on Love Connection for all we know. Augustine was probably like one of the very first people on Soul Train. Like, I bet you he had a beautiful afro back in the 1960s, man. Like,
absolutely.
Augustine's fro back in the day had to have been beautiful.
There with the zoot suit.
Just gleaming and everything, man. Like, Augustine probably looked real good in them bell bottoms too. And then Augustine coming at me saying Gilligan's Island was the dumbest thing ever. It was. I will agree with this, but there was a point in time because like I didn't have a TV growing up, right?
Yeah.
I basically lived at my brother's house. I slept on his couch, and what I would do is watch like wrestling and basketball, and I would fall asleep with the TV on. And whenever I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning during your weekdays, Gilligan's Island would be on, and I can't remember their names, but the two females on Gilligan's Island.
I was like Ginger and something.
Marianne, right? Marianne.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know. Like I was thinking like Daphne and Louise, but that's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Which came on after Gilligan's Island on TNT back in like the 90s and early 2000s.
It was Daphne and Thelma. You're missing it with Thelma and Louise there.
Well, you know what? That's where my mind goes. It's the same damn people to me. But that's what it was. Like Gilligan's Island, Marianne, and Ginger.
Yeah.
Like, for a boy going through a certain point in time, come on.
It does some things for you, yeah.
As I'm opening up way too many, like, Pandora's boxes of my life here. Optimus Prime saying, let's go, Dodgers, trying to get us on sports. That ain't happening right now, buddy. Like,
Yeah,
I've got to trust me. I don't like when I do this, where I create entire sheets, front and back, of stuff that I want to talk to.
You'll learn someday.
I just don't do it. And then D. Woo asking the most loaded question of all time: Marianne or Ginger?
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to the reference material to like make that determination. It's been a long time since I've watched Gilligan's Island.
It's like etched into your boy's mind as Marianne is the pigtails, man. Like that's just what it is. Your boy grew up country as hell. You already know. Augustine saying the best comedies of all time are Cheers, Frasier, and Night Court. I don't think I ever watched Cheers. I did like Frasier for that little bit, and I've never seen Night Court.
I think I saw a rerun like once, but you're dating yourself again there again, bro. Sorry, but yeah, Cheers and Night Court were of a little bit earlier generation.
Yeah, and then Augustine going on to say, like, News Radio was absolutely hilarious. Was News Radio a show? Yeah, News Radio.
It was Phil Hartman. It was like his big show.
I love Phil Hartman.
I think I like stayed up and watched that without my parents knowing, kind of thing, because it was a little raunchy for the age I was at the time, but it was a great show.
I'm Troy McClure.
Yes, actually, that was basically the character.
Augustine saying, or not Augustine. Wow, I'm sorry, D. Woo saying, isn't it odd that we don't talk about Hustler, Penthouse, or Playboy anymore?
The internet exists. That's all I can say.
Once again, for a boy that grew up at a certain time frame, Playboy was like the best.
Printed gold is what those basically were.
Chris Babcock, we split it so far. I was going Marianne, Chris Babcock going Ginger. D. Woo, you can't put it in the comments and not answer your own question.
Yeah, come on.
And now Augustine saying, I don't even remember what they look like. Night Court is amazing. For a guy that is on the internet, you can Google. It's worth a Google. But yeah, like those two were literally, along with Britney Spears and Mariah Carey, what got your boy through a difficult time in the late 90s and early 2000s. Or maybe the late 80s. Who knows? Maybe I started going through puberty at that young of an age with the voice I've got, dude. And the amount of beard that I get. Can you believe, like, I trimmed this pretty damn short like a week ago, and here it is back again. But hey, it is what it is. I'm happy about it. Should we talk a little bit of sports before we get to this break? Or do you want
we got a couple minutes to talk sports.
Oh, so there was a subject that I wanted to talk about that I'm not going to talk about, and that is the impact of Antonio Brown coming back to the NFL. I will say this before I talk about the Dallas Cowboys and a trade that they made today. And once again, their defensive coordinator, Mike Nolan, just poking his eye to try to get out of a question, that jerk.
That was so intentional. It's not even funny.
But Antonio Brown just signed a one-year contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this goes to show you that the NFL is an extremely forgiving sport unless you kneel in front of a flag during the national anthem. Because Antonio Brown, for those of you that don't remember, the reason why he is no longer a New England Patriot, why they moved on from him last year, was because he sent in a group message that had his own lawyer on it, a death threat to a woman's child, because that woman was suing him for sexual assault.
Yeah, this is why you have lawyers.
Yeah, and that thing to me is like, okay, so we can forgive that, but you can't forgive the simple act of listening to a guy who was an Army Ranger taking a knee because he said that's a good way of doing this, of what you're doing, and then just getting ostracized and kicked out of the league. That goes to show you what the NFL is, and my God, like, I know I love it, and it's hard for me to break that habit of it because I'm always going to be there for my Dallas Cowboys, no matter how much they disappoint me and hurt me. It's the most toxic relationship I've ever been in, and it's going to be a lifelong thing because I just keep crawling back to him because I love Jerry Jones for some strange reason.
Yep.
Just want to do a mountain of cocaine with him. But I will say this. I probably shouldn't have said that. That Trader Jarrah has made his debut this year. People were talking about the Dallas Cowboys needed to trade people so that way they could, enforce what it is that they want to do now. The Dallas Cowboys have traded defensive lineman Everson Griffin. Those of you that don't know, he had 20 tackles on the season, 2.5 sacks as well. Is actually one of the leaders for Dallas in the sacks category, and is one of the greatest pass rushers of this generation. They just traded him to Detroit for a 6th-round conditional draft pick that could eventually become a 5th-round draft pick in 2021.
What?
That's the move the Dallas Cowboys did. I don't think that's the one that resonates.
They're just trying to tank this season at this point.
Augustine Pimentel saying that we should just watch Night Court. So many stars go there, got their start there, and it's just good. It's just so good. John Lorquette was so funny. Who's John Lorquette?
Sick references, bro.
Oh, my goodness. And then Blanca getting me back over here to the football, saying that Dez Bryant is on the Ravens practice squad. What do I think about that? I love that. Before I take this break, I'm going to let you know I love that, because what that does is it gives Baltimore a little depth at receiver. They don't have any great receivers right now. Baltimore having the MVP and Lamar Jackson, having a great running game as well. They need a receiver. They don't really have that guy. Dez Bryant can A, teach them, and then B, if he does get called up to the actual main roster, can be your Keyshawn Johnson type guy that just gets you your 10 yards when you need it. That right there is a scary team to me if they can actually get Dez Bryant to not be the Dez Bryant that we saw the last couple of years in Dallas. Because if they can actually get a receiver who's worth a damn, that team is an NFL Super Bowl powerhouse team in the Baltimore Ravens. Because that gives them the one thing they didn't have, where they could beat a team like Kansas City. But it hurts my heart that Dez Bryant's going to be playing with another team. Why do you have to do that to me, Blanca? Mike Rivera's here. Before we get to the break, have you, Andrew, have you been able to look up Marianne and Ginger?
I have, and I think I'm in the Ginger camp.
So now we have 3 Gingers. Augustine saying that he's going in the Ginger camp as well. Mike Rivera, like Marianne or Ginger before we take this break?
Ginger.
Am I the only one that went Marianne? Like, am I really?
Apparently.
It's got to be me
Wait,
growing up
we're
country.
talking about Gilligan's Island?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember what they look like. Let me look this up. During the break.
No, but I mean, he was straight at it. And then the best comment that I think we've ever received outside of Blanca calling me and Andrew handsome is Rudy Salcedo saying, I come for the sports talk. I stay for the fun talk. More sports coming up next. Okay, now finally Augustine says something I agree with Married with Children.
Oh.
Augustine says he also likes Married with Children.
I saw a little bit of that show.
I get them mixed up.
You saw a little bit of Married with Children?
I love that.
Like again, all of his reruns, of course.
D. Wu saying Marianne, but he can't. Of course, you can vote.
Yeah, you can vote.
Yeah, everyone can vote. This is a wide open voting category. It doesn't matter if you're a felon or not. You get to vote in this one. We are all encompassing. D. Wu's not a felon. Just so everyone knows out there, D. Wu's not a felon.
Way to throw him under the bus, Tip.
I didn't. It was a joke at our legal system and what we have to vote like right now. It's asking for voting change. Just because someone made a mistake doesn't mean they shouldn't have a voice. That's enough of me on my soapbox. Blanca laughing at the fact that we accept felons here. We accept everybody for all their faults, except for
Augustine.
Yeah.
No pedos.
Yeah, no Augustines in here. Augustine saying that he also forgot, like, we spoke about Married with Children, right?
You mentioned that.
Christina Applegate, like, a lot of people are going to lean more towards Christina Applegate. I thought Peg was a cuter one. Like Al Bundy's wife.
Katie Seagal?
Yeah.
Oh, Katie Seagal's hotter in real life.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
but that might say more about me, though, like mental things.
No, but the thing is, though, her character on that show always wanted to get it on. And what man would turn that down? So I think Al was an idiot.
Al Bundy is, goddamn idiot. Also, the show you wanted to mention, Tip, Schitt's Creek.
He said that Al Bundy was a goddamn idiot. And
of course he was. He was a shoe salesman.
Well, yeah. It would have been greater if it was like used women's shoes. I was about to say a certain show or a certain store here in El Paso, but they advertised with us, so I'm not going to do that.
Remember, he scored 4 touchdowns in a single game for Polk High.
There you go. Dana Morales saying she's hot, so hey, she agrees with us.
Oh, Katie Seagal is hot.
Oh, yeah. So the show that I want to talk about, and like I stopped myself short of doing this. I think I went the whole SHI before I did it.
Yeah, you said shit.
Okay, yeah.
Can I actually say Schitt's Creek, because it is a great, like,
I
that
wouldn't
show
say
is
it on
great.
air, Tip.
What's that?
See, that's tricky.
I wouldn't say it on air because all they need, FCC just needs to stop right there and then be like, "Oh boy, you're up that Schitt's Creek."
I've been up that creek without a paddle a bunch of times.
Exactly.
Shih Tzu.
Shiatsu Creek.
Yeah, Shiatsu Massage Creek. There you go.
Did you ever watch Night Court?
I love Night Court.
So you and Augustine know Night Court. Lou Ferrigno was on there. That's the Hulk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the original Hulk.
But
yeah.
no, not really. He wasn't on that show that often.
Terry Hatcher. Why does that name sound familiar?
Terry Hatcher was the chick who was in The New Adventures of Superman, and she was also in Desperate Housewives.
Coming back.
She was Lois Lane. Hold on, I'll find a picture. She's not hot. That chick.
Oh, okay.
Eva Longoria is hotter.
It is the tipping point of my Tipton Fox Sports 1380. I'm trying to wrap my mind around what the hell I'm listening to right now. Like, did we just revert back to Augustine's prime disco, baby?
I figured we'd throw it back a little bit since we're talking about that. And, of course, Taco Tuesday.
What the hell is a little bit to you? This is like 1971 or some nonsense like that.
Exactly. Throwing it back to the shows we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
No, Married with Children came out
Macho
in the
Man?
80s. Yes,
Okay.
Macho Man.
Okay, so see, like I got that little bass line in there. It's like, okay, that's what's on.
Yeah, it's got a long intro. I think I always forget about how long this intro is before it gets to the point.
I didn't realize there were any other words than this right here. If you're not on the stream, you're missing out. I'm just telling you that much right now.
Yeah, you have some dance moves. It's awesome.
Yeah. The funny part about the people on the stream is they don't get to hear the music. So there's your trade-off.
Faustian Bergen.
Listen on the radio, folks.
Yes, listen on the radio. Listen on all that stuff. As we continue to just, worry about the ratings that we're not going to get on this station anyway because they don't advertise this station at all. And nobody else on the outside world knows that I exist. But please.
Isn't your show only on Fridays?
God, I hate them.
Listen on all three and tell everyone and make everyone do it.
Yes, just get like feedback and reverb the entire time.
Tell 5 friends you know.
Yeah, there you go. Word of mouth. That's how we advertise here at iHeartMedia.
The spoken word media.
Just so you know, the World Series is going to happen. Game 6 happening tonight. That's probably all we're going to talk about it because we have gotten into the depths now of Night Court, as our friend Augustine Pimentel letting us know that on YouTube, you just type in best Night Court moments, and it'll be Michael Richards. I don't know if I know who Michael Richards is.
He's the guy who played Kramer on Seinfeld.
Oh, okay. So that guy. Not a strong start there, Augustine.
Way to go, buddy.
Terry Hatcher kind of makes up for it a little bit, and then Brett Spinner or Spiner. I don't know.
Data on Star Trek.
Yeah.
You're talking to the wrong dude.
I was about to say, that reference right over his head, but I didn't know it started there. That's interesting.
And then Lou Ferrigno was on there as well. Then going off the top rope on Alf for some strange reason.
Dude, Alf was lame.
We're just dragging up childhood memories for Augustine here.
Come on.
Well, I mean, that can't be a childhood memory for Augustine because that's a childhood memory for me. And as we found out, Augustine going through puberty during I Dream of Jeannie's heyday would make Augustine at least 214 years old.
Oh, midlife crisis memory for Augustine.
So Augustine was a big fan of Barbara Eden then. Okay.
Last half-life crisis for Augustine is what it feels like, as he's recovering from COVID-19 and was faced with his mortality a couple of weeks ago. Wow, that got dark quick.
Wow, yeah.
Speedy recovery, my friend.
He said he's doing better. Our friend Optimus Prime asking us whenever we're going to go to Luby's again. Probably not in the near future.
I think I'm sick.
You know what? He was kind of mad when he saw the post yesterday when we were out there engorging ourselves like fat Leo DiCaprio. Yesterday.
Yes, I skipped across the street like a big fat guy can skip. I pulled a couple of muscles doing it, but hey, I got my wings from our friends over at El Paso Wing House. It was absolutely delicious. That minor gold once again. I think I just realized this because I know I had it on Friday, then I had it on Monday, and I just brought it into this building and it was wafting all over the place.
It's a problem, Tip. You walk by your office and you're just hitting the face with it, being like, "Why don't I have?" It
smelled like a wing house in here Monday.
No.
It was Friday.
Good.
No, Friday.
It was Friday because I got them hot and fresh and just walked over here with them.
Yep, torturing all of us. Thanks.
Well, that's what you guys get.
And
I can't leave on Friday. I torture everybody.
The power of suggestion. I go across the street Friday, and they go, "Oh, by the way, Tip forgot his drink." I'm like, and then I come back over and say, "No, they forgot to give it to me."
Well, you didn't have to say that.
No, they were nice about it.
What a terrible thing to like. Oh my God, we're talking about how nice they are.
I love them.
They are right. I forgot my drink. Even though, as everyone can tell, I'm pretty good at making sure I got my drink.
I mean, yeah.
You can also tell with how weird I am. I don't know if you all have witnessed this or not. I always buy things in twos.
Yeah, you do.
It's a weird habit, man. I'm telling you, I'm the weirdest damn person in the world. Whenever you actually cut back and get to know me, I am super weird. But it's a fun time.
No, and you're drinking. You had the Dr. Peppers in your studio today. You had two of those, and you're drinking out of both of them at the same time.
No, I wasn't doing that. I'm not that weird. What I did is I bought both of them yesterday. I left one in the car because I knew it was going to be freezing cold. So that way it was in the car whenever I got here. I drank one yesterday. I drank one today.
Oh, okay.
So there you go.
All right.
Augustine once again sending us over to the YouTube saying type Bob and June Wheeler.
Wait.
Okay, Augustine, we get it that you're bored, but I mean, you can just share your YouTube playlist with us, right?
I hope no. If anyone here has like the creepiest playlist, like if anyone's history on their computer needs to be deleted, you would get a virus looking at Augustine's search history on his computer. Like it would transfer over to you. It would be the one virus that got rid of COVID.
Honestly, his history would probably get blackwalled by our firewall before we could even look at it.
His phone just instantaneously melts as he walks into the building because of the firewall.
It's like the last scene of Raiders of the Lost Ark, just melting faces.
Another movie I haven't seen.
Oh, that's too bad.
Is that the one where they pull the heart out, right?
No, that's actually the second one.
Okay, so I've seen parts of that one with Half Squad or whatever the kid's name is, right?
Short Round.
Half Squat.
Not even. Wait a minute.
Wait. Half Squat is from Tropic Thunder, which is absolute. That is a great movie. Like you got to be thinking on another level to fully get that movie. Also, Nacho Libre doesn't get the respect it deserves.
Nacho.
Yeah, I got my booty juice. I'm good, man.
You got your booty juice?
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with it, man. Alpha's A water. That's what I got right here. So did you look up Bob and June Wheeler for us?
It came out as a bunch of clips. That's one of the things that Brent Spinner was. Clips from Night Court.
Oh, God. Augustine's saying Indiana Jones is overrated. I think Augustine's like preferences in anything right now is just knocked to the side, right? Like nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, he's the kind of person that like national canvassing companies, like looking at opinions, they want him because they can always go with the opposite is what will be popular with everyone else.
Rudy Saucedo saying Encarnacion is hot. Was that Penelope Cruz? Like, because I know she looks like Penelope Cruz, but I don't think that is Penelope Cruz.
I don't know that reference personally.
Encarnacion. That's great radio right there, where you get to hear my karaoke rendition of a song that was karaokeed by Jack Black. Also, great job by Jack Black doing the pretend to be a Mexican thing. Like that was pretty funny. Like he did a fantastic job there. He looked like a lot of my friends down in Socorro, though.
With the hair too, and
with the hair and the mustache, all of it, dude. Like, yeah, I feel like all he did was just search up Socorro, and that's what he got.
I think that was actually Ana de la Reguera.
But I mean, she
looked like Penelope Cruz.
She did look like
yeah, but I mean, she was very attractive.
Hey guys, look, we couldn't get Penelope, but
we got a
look-alike.
We got her stunt double in a movie once.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the World Series coming up, Game 6. Who do y'all got tonight? As we have about 20 seconds left on the show.
Dodgers,
because my friends will kill me otherwise.
Let's go Rays! Because if the Rays win, do they kill you?
I don't know. They might appreciate Game 7, but
let's go Rays. Let's go Rays. That's what I'm going for right now. I want the Tampa Bay Rays to destroy it. Also, I just want it to go 7. This has been such a great World Series, and I am glad that we got to do it. I didn't get to talk about it enough, but the Odd Couple's coming up next because I only got an hour. Now that's a good one. Penelope Cruz or Selma Hayek. This is coming from Blanca.
The answer is yes.
Selma.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. Selma Hayek in that Quentin Tarantino movie, the vampire one with the snake.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes. Just yes. So if y'all excuse me, I'm going to YouTube.